This is a full overview of how to build a membership site from scratch using WordPress. I'm going to go over the tech stack you need to create your website. This includes your pages, your sales pages, how to set up your payment processing system, and how to make sure you reward active subscribers and incentivize non-subscribers to become members as well. All right, it's a great time for you to go make yourself a cup of coffee, and let's get started. All right, so the core essence of any membership site that we're building on WordPress is to try to get people to sign up, whether it's on a monthly basis or an annual basis or a quarterly basis, and to try to offer as much value as we possibly can to make sure that our subscribers continue to pay for their membership. Now, regardless of which type of membership site that you're thinking about creating, you're going to need to have a few tools under your belt to get it all up and running. In this tutorial, we're going to be making use of Thrive Theme Builder to wireframe our website really quickly. Then we'll use Thrive Architect to design the content of our pages and blog posts. We're going to be making use of Thrive Apprentice to create a product for our membership that people will be able to purchase. I also want to use Thrive Leads to create a ribbon that displays on all of my pages, promoting my membership. And finally, we will be using Thrive Cart to create a payment form, connect it to our Stripe account, and have people pay for our membership without ever leaving our website. Note before we start, there's a link in the description box that you can click on. It's going to take you to our website where you can sign up for Thrive Suite at the best possible price. All right, let's get started. All right, so first things first, we're going to power through the Thrive Theme Builder Wizard. If you've been following our channel for a while now, you'll know that regardless of which type of website I'm looking to build, I just always like to power through the Thrive Theme Builder Wizard, as it's a very easy way for me to quickly create some of those WordPress essential pages that we all need. These are our homepage, our blog page, our blog post designs, and just being able to pick out some templates to start designing from. Perfect. So I'm in the back end of Thrive Theme Builder. Now I'm currently working on a staging website where I already had Thrive Theme Builder installed and a few pages created, but still, let's go ahead and actually power through the Thrive Theme Builder Wizard since I'm going to be rebuilding this website in a way. Great, so let me just first of all pick out a proper logo for Business Insider. Let's use this one. Great. Let's also switch up the brand color. I've got the hex code for Business Insider copied. Great. It's a really cool tone of blue. All right, next up is picking out a header that we can work with. I'm just gonna go ahead and continue with this one. This one actually should work fine for something like Business Insider. Next, we have to pick out a footer. Let's use one. This one should work fine. We will probably have to update that logo eventually. Now we need a home page. And the cool thing is that Thrive Theme Builder actually offers us the possibility of starting from ready-made homepage templates that have already been designed for us. So let's try using one that kind of has content on the front cover of content-focused homepage, this one, for example. All right, this doesn't look too bad. There's a few tweaks here and there that we could potentially do to the homepage, but let's just power through it as it is right now. All right, next up is picking out a good blog post design. This one doesn't look too bad, but for something like Business Insider, I probably want to look for something with a sidebar. Maybe box post with sidebar could be a good one. Let's try that one out. Yeah, that's looking pretty nice. Okay, let's power through with this one. All right, the blog layout can remain as it is for now. Same thing for our default page template. And we can continue without a menu for the purpose of this tutorial for now. Now, in this tutorial, I'm not going to focus so much on recreating the aesthetics of Business Insider. There are a lot of videos lined up that are going to be coming out soon where I'm going to be showing you how to create very popular designs such as the New York Times, Apple.com, and some other good ones with Thrive Architect. So if you want to stay tuned for those, be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel. But in this video, we're going to focus exclusively on the functionality and logistics behind a membership website. Great, so now that we have our main pages created, let's jump over to Thrive Apprentice and see how do we go about creating a membership product. Great, so I'm in the back end of Thrive Apprentice, and what I want to try to do is create a new type of product, a new type of membership, right? I'm gonna navigate inside products and memberships, and in here, I'm gonna create my first product. Simply going to call it Pro. My membership is going to be called Pro, nothing super fancy. And my Pro membership is going to unlock access to, more valuable blog posts, more valuable pieces of content. Now notice how Thrive Apprentice here offers us the possibility of adding two different types of content pieces into our product. We can either do courses or we can do other types of content pieces. We're not going to do courses because I don't really see how courses would fit inside something like Business Insider. So we're going to do other types of content. And under other types of content, we actually have a few different types of content pieces that we can pick from. In my case, I'm going to stick to doing posts alone, but you could unlock access to pages, you could do archive pages, search result pages, and so forth and so on. Now, how do you tell Thrive Apprentice, okay, but which blog posts do we wish to unlock to everyone who signs up to our Pro membership? Well, in this case, you could either unlock access to blog posts that fall under a specific category, or how I like to do this is unlock access to specific blog posts that are tagged as something. In my case, it's going to be tagged as Pro. And the main reason why I'm using tags over categories is because if you've watched our video on how to use categories and tags on WordPress, or our video on SEO essentials for WordPress websites, you'll know that categories actually serve an SEO purpose, and you can use categories to try to rank higher on Google for specific keywords and for specific topics. Whereas tags are just an easy way for business owners to organize their content on WordPress. So I like using tags, and I will go ahead and stick to using tags. So what I'm telling Thrive Apprentice right now is, to everyone that signs up for my Pro membership product, you're going to unlock access to every blog post that is tagged as Pro. I'm going to go ahead and add this to my product. I'm going to go ahead and hit done. Okay, but now we need to tell Thrive Apprentice what happens when someone who isn't logged in, or what happens when someone who hasn't signed up for a membership tries to access one of our members only pieces of content. So there's two main ways in which we can configure our access restriction rules for our products inside Thrive Apprentice. We can do it on a product basis or a product level. We can navigate into our product, and in here we can set specific access restriction rules for this particular product. Since I only have one product, and chances are I'll only have products that deal with membership tiers, I'm going to go ahead and actually navigate into settings, login and access restrictions, and here I can configure global access restriction rules for all of my products. For the ones that I've already created, and the ones that I will be creating in the future. And again, we can actually modify this in the future if we want to configure specific access restriction rules for specific products. We can always do that on the product level. But again, let's actually do it on a global level. Login and access restriction rules. And here what we're going to tell Thrive Apprentice is, okay, Thrive Apprentice, what happens if a user that's not logged in tries to access my protected content? In this case, I'm going to be displaying custom content. Now, the way Business Insider actually does it is it showcases a pop-up when someone tries to access a premium content piece. And we can do just that using Thrive Apprentice. If I open up my display custom content, let me actually show you what this looks like. And as you can see, I've got something here that's quite similar to what Business Insider has going on their website. I've been able to customize this using Thrive Architect. Again, I'm not going to spend too much time as to how I built this, from an aesthetics point of view. There's going to be a whole lot more content on design coming out soon on our channel. So be sure to subscribe to our channel in case you do not want to miss that. But essentially, I have a 2-column layout, and I've got different payment options that we can configure here: monthly, annual, and an ad-free version. This is pretty much what Business Insider is currently offering on their journal. And essentially, when someone tries to access a content piece, they will be immediately presented with this pop-up. And we want to do this not just for users that haven't logged in yet, but we want to make sure that people that are logged in but haven't signed up for our membership are also presented with that custom pop-up. And as well, if the content is not yet available for Pro member subscribers, because maybe we're on a specific drip schedule, we want to make sure that we're presenting a pop-up for that as well. So Thrive Apprentice allows us to do just that very easily. Perfect. Now we have our product and we also have our access restriction settings properly configured. The next step in our process is to enable a payment processing system to let people pay for subscribing to our membership site. I'm going to be using ThriveCart to do this. Great, so I'm inside ThriveCart and I'm going to go ahead and create a new type of product. It's going to be a digital product and I'm just going to call this Pro Membership to Business Insider. Perfect. Let's just leave it in test mode. And we're going to set the pricing of our membership tier to be a one-time, no, it's actually going to be a subscription to Business Insider. Let's just do $4.99 a month, no trial period. And we want to make sure that we send a receipt upon purchase. Okay, let's do Business Insider subscription. Let's hit save. I'm going to leave you with the intricacies of figuring out tax issues. Depending on where you're located, you may have to charge tax or not. I'm not going to jump into that. And you could customize the invoice if you wanted to as well. ThriveCart comes in really in handy when it comes to customizing invoices and all of that. So that's great. Could have a bump offer as well. We're not going to do that for now. Here is where you get to connect your Stripe account or your PayPal account and try to figure out how you actually want to get paid. You do need to connect ThriveCart to some sort of like platform that actually allows you to charge people for products or services. So keep that in mind. I'm not going to do that right now. And then for fulfillment, we want to make sure that we connect our product to Thrive Apprentice, to our Thrive Apprentice product. So here as a support email, I'm going to type in my email address. And what should happen after purchase, we want to make sure that we add them to our membership site. My membership site is going to be powered by Thrive Apprentice. And here we simply get to select our Thrive Apprentice site. And it's that easy. We get to pick out which course we want to add them into. And it's that easy. If a customer were to cancel their subscription, we want to make sure that we revoke access to that Thrive Apprentice product. So let's just make sure that we toggle this option here and we can have a login URL as well here. So upon purchase, we want to make sure that we redirect them to the login URL. So, let's just imagine that we have businessinsider.com/login. Great. Let's hit next. I'm not going to spend too much time designing the actual sign-up form. You can go in and make it as pretty as you want. And then we can hit save and get the URL. And as you can see, I have an HTML code that I can place anywhere on my website. And that checkout form will show up just fine. So this is everything that we need. Now, I do want to make sure I do something, which is I want to make sure I create a new type of Thrive Lightbox. And there's a reason why we're going to be doing this. We're going to call this Lightbox Pro Membership Checkout. Pro Membership Checkout. Let's publish this Lightbox and let's open it up with Thrive Architect. Great, and inside our Lightbox, we're simply going to drag and drop a custom HTML widget inside it and paste our ThriveCart embeddable form inside it. There's a reason why I did what I just did, which is I want to be able to trigger this form on any button on my website. I want to make it super easy for me to be able to just drag and drop a button anywhere and make sure that when people click on that sign up button, this checkout form shows up inside this Lightbox. Let me just give you a real world scenario of how this would work. If we navigate back to Thrive Apprentice and we navigate over to settings, login and access restriction rules, and we open up that custom content that people are going to be exposed to when they try to access pro members only content without actually having signed up to our membership program, we have all these different subscribe buttons. I can just come into my subscribe button now, and instead of taking people to a sign up page, which by the way, that could be that could very well be an option that you want to do, right? Take people to a sign up page and make sure that you present them with a really good sales page, where they can read the benefits of actually signing up to your pro membership tier. But if you want to be able to just present a checkout form anywhere on your website, you can just come into animation and action. And instead of attaching a regular link to your button, you can just come into pop-ups, open Thrive Lightbox, filter through your list of Lightboxes, and pick out the Pro membership checkout. Have it slide in from bottom and apply. Great. Now that we have a checkout form that we can place anywhere on our website, we just need to figure out, how do we entice people to sign up to our membership? And I can think of a few ways already. I'm going to be creating a ribbon that runs across all of the pages and posts of my website promoting our membership. That way, regardless of which post or page someone lands on, they can see that there's, a membership that they can sign up for. Let's just do this with Thrive Leads really quick. Great, so I'm in the back end of my Thrive Leads dashboard. And here, I'm just gonna go ahead and pick out, actually, let's go ahead and create a new type of lead group. And we're gonna call this Pro Membership Ads. Great. And inside our Pro Membership Ads Thrive Leads group, we're gonna create a new type of opt-in form. It's gonna be type ribbon. And let's go ahead and actually add in an opt-in form. We're not actually going to be using this to add in an opt-in form. We're simply going to be using the ribbon to promote our membership program. So membership ad. And let's go ahead and actually edit the ribbon. Great. We can probably do I don't want a two-step ribbon. I want a one-step, ideally. Something that says something along the lines of subscribe. Let's do subscribe now, simple highlight, one step. That should work really well for us. Great, so we have subscribe now, join our Pro membership and unlock access to premium content. Great, and instead of an opt-in form, we would probably have here a button pushing people to actually sign up for the program. And again, here we can either link to our Lightbox and let them check out immediately wherever they are, or take them to a sales page. Both options work great. So let's go ahead and hit save because we're still not done here. Let's just really quick configure the trigger behavior for this ribbon. We want to make sure that it displays immediately on page load. That looks about right. And we want to make sure that it displays all the time at the top. Yeah, these default settings look great. Awesome. And now I'm just going to go ahead and make sure I turn off any other opt-in forms on any of my other groups. I can probably delete this group. And here in my Pro membership ads, let's go ahead and turn this on both desktop and mobile. And let's make sure that we tell Thrive Leads to display this ribbon on all of our posts and pages. Great. Let's hit save and we're good to go. All right, let's just quickly preview how the ribbon shows up on our homepage. Page is loading and boom, here is our top ribbon. Now we can spend a little bit of more time customizing the actual design. This header looks like it needs a little bit of work as well. But so far, so good. Something else that we can do is use Thrive Architect's conditional display to create special offers inside those blog posts that are available to everyone promoting our membership. Let me show you how to do this really quick. Great, so I'm in the backend of WordPress again, and in my blog post section, in the backend of my blog post section, as you can see, I have a few blog posts here. These are just placeholder templates that I have here that I've been working on previous videos. But as you can see, I have 3 of them that are tagged as pros. And this is going to come in handy a little bit in a little longer. But there is this one, Jack Dorsey and Elon Musk pile in on Meta's new Twitter competitor. Let's actually open this one up with Thrive Architect. So as you can see, I have a blog post here, right? It has a little bit of content, but I want to use Thrive Architect's conditional display to create a call to action that's going to be present inside this blog post. But I want to do something special with it. I want to make sure that for people that are logged in and that have successfully signed up to my membership program, I want to show one specific type of call to action. And then I want to show everybody else, everyone that either is not signed in or everyone that is, that simply just hasn't signed up for my pro membership program yet, I want to show a completely different type of call to action. We can actually do this really easily. So let's go ahead and insert a content box. And let's just do it right underneath this paragraph. And inside our content box, we're going to insert another content box, but it's going to be a styled box. And there's a really cool call to action inside the styled box widget that I really like. It's called, it's this one, buy this course promotion. Now we're not actually going to be promoting a course, but rather promote our membership. So get access to, or let's just do unlock access to premium content. Sign up for our pro membership program. Unlock even more content. And we can have a sign up now button. Great. So this is the call to action that everyone is going to see. Okay, this is going to be my default display. Now, I'm in the content box, right? I've got the main content box, the parent content box where my styled box is inside. If I can navigate over to conditional display, as you can see, I've got my default display, which is the one that you're currently looking at. This is the one that by default, everyone is going to be looking at, people that have not signed up for my pro membership program yet, or people that are simply not logged in. I'm going to add a new type of display here. It's going to be a display that I'm going to name Pro Members View. And my Pro Members View, as you can see, is going to have a completely different type of call to action. You can either sell a different membership tier. I mean, right now we're only working with a pro membership tier, but you could have, the classic silver, gold, platinum membership. You could have pro, elite, and standard. You can have different membership tiers and always be trying to upselling the one that's above the one that you're currently selling, or that the one that's currently above the one that people have successfully signed up to. You could be selling a course. You could be using this space to promote an affiliate offer or something. The point here is to always try to be selling more to try to increase revenues on your membership site. So I'm not going to actually spend a lot of time trying to come up with a secondary offer here for pro members, but let's just go ahead and, for the sake of filling it up with some content, insert another styled box. That way we can actually see the contrast and content boxes. And here we can just insert maybe like let's just do another call to action. And here, let's do unlock access to my course. Okay, I'm not actually selling a course, but let's just imagine that this is going to be a course. And let's just change the color of this decoration so that it's pretty obvious that this is for pro members only. Let's make it red, super dark red. Okay, this is super ugly, I know, but this is just for the sake of showing you how this works. Let's navigate back to conditional display settings for our main content box, conditional display, and let's head over to default display. So here you can see, this is the one that people are going to be looking at by default. This is the offer that we're going to show only to pro members. So this is a great way of making sure that, hey, if someone is signed in and they've already signed up to your membership program, you're not offering the same membership program again. Hopefully this makes sense. Now, there is one more thing that I like to do, which is to create a special dashboard page for my members. I like to call this a customer hub. It's a page on my website where my members can edit their login details, contact information, and so forth and so on. So let's go ahead and do this. All right, once again, back into the back end of WordPress, I'm gonna go ahead and create a new page, and we're gonna call this Customer Hub for now. You could call it profile page, account. I'm gonna go ahead and call it Customer Hub, and I'm gonna save it as a draft. And let's go ahead and open it up with Thrive Architect. Now, this is going to be what I like to call an inside page, right? It's one of those pages that you simply need to have when you're building out a membership site. So I'm not gonna start completely from blank, but it's gonna be close. I'm gonna start with a blank page that only has my header and footer. Great, so as you can see, I have a completely blank page with the exception of having my header and footer. And now, before I jump into the editor, do know there is a card popping up on screen right now, and that card is going to take you, if you click on it, to a video that I did a while ago on how to build a customer hub for either your membership site or your online university. It's going to, in that video, I actually spend a little bit of more time teaching you all how to design a pretty nice customer hub. I'm not going to spend a whole lot of time in this video making it look pretty because I don't want to take too much off of your time. But let me just show you some of the things that we could include in our customer hub page. So for example, some things that I would do obviously is insert a background section. This is just the proper way of designing inside Thrive Architect. If you've been following along my tutorials for a while now, you'll know that I really liked following a pyramid hierarchy design structure in Thrive Architect. So now that we have that in there, we could have a section in here for a user profile widget. And this is going to allow our customers to edit their contact information as well as some other user profile details. So for example, just go ahead and use this one. And as you can see, this is just a widget that allows them to edit their first name, last name, nicknames, contact info, description. You know, this is actually important, especially on a journal like Business Insider, where people are going to be dropping in comments. You know, here they can actually edit how they're going to be publicly presented in your membership site. So really, really important information. Just for the sake of creating a little bit of contrast in between sections, I'm going to clone this section and change the background color for this one. Just make it maybe like a subtle gray. And here you can have maybe like text at the top that says account info. Center this, make it in H2. Let's clone this, bring it down to the next section. All right, let's drop it in there. I probably want some more breathing room in here. Great, and instead of account section for our second option, we're going to do content just for your eyes. This is going to be content that's only available for members, for pro members, okay? And this is where the tags that I was telling you about earlier come in handy, because now we can tell Thrive Architect, hey, want to make sure that I only showcase in this section blog posts that are tagged as pro. So we can filter posts, and we want to make sure that we're only adding in posts that are tagged as pro. Boom. And this is just a very easy way to let pro members access that premium content that they've signed up for right from within their dashboard. It's just making it super convenient and easy for them to enjoy their benefits. And we can keep on building and expanding our customer hub however we want to. We could add more sections, more, depending on what you're offering inside your membership. If you're actually doing courses, you could insert a list of courses right within their dashboard. You know, just think about your customer hub as being like that central point to make things super easy and convenient for your users to navigate around your website in a more efficient way. And this is pretty much how you can create a membership site from scratch using WordPress. Notice how you can almost do this whole process just by relying on Thrive Suite and a payment processing system of your choice. There's a link down in the description box that you can click on if you want to sign up for Thrive Suite. If you got any questions, I'm down in the comment section below. It's been a pleasure. I truly appreciate your time, and I'll see you soon. Thank you. Bye.